first sheet, the one with my face on it. Because that's the Fit to Love 5 steps. And I'm going to give you some tidbits about it. I won't go into great depth about it. If you would like more information, I have some books on sale for that reason, or you can ask me afterwards for a little while. Because we do all need to get to lunch, right? And we'll spend the majority of the time on the back side of that sheet, which is the FIT principle, because that's about the exercise. And that's about creating a plan for you. All right, or at least evaluating if the plan you're on is working, and if you don't have a plan, maybe making one. All right, so the Fit to Love 5 steps that I identified that helped me manifest my husband, but also transform my relationships as well as many others in the book, to not only lose weight and come to a new place in their body and their health, but also the reaction of others around them. The first step is called clean the slate. Clean the slate. Now, in the book, I outlined 4 different areas of life to clean the slate. We won't talk about all of them right now. I'll just say on the physical side, the physical body, cleaning the slate would be maybe doing a detox. Because you wouldn't stand at the dryer and expect it to do a good job if you've never cleaned the lid trap, correct? All right, so we need to clean the slate to get rid of the chemicals and the toxins that we have in our environment all the time. Because even if you don't think you're ingesting them, you are. Right? It's in plastics, it's in the air, it's in the shampoo bottles, it's in the things you put on your body, some of the lotions, it's in the water. Absolutely, it's in everything. Now, maybe lower levels, but over time there's a buildup. So doing a detoxification would be a great way to start and clean the slate inside out. There's also other ways, like your physical space, for instance. I have a client in Arizona who she's on her 3rd marriage, and she came to the class because she wants to stay married, and she took the clean the slate very literally in terms of all aspects, and she cleaned out a room that was housing some paperwork from her last marriage and some things that she just didn't want to deal with. And she told me how amazing it felt and what like a new spark in their relationship there was, because she kind of purged all that stuff that had anything to do with the last person, right? So your space will drag your energy down. Your space will either suck your energy or give you energy. Feng Shui, how many of you know about Feng Shui? Okay, now I am not a neat and clean, tidy, anal retentive person by any means, but Feng Shui gave me a reason to clean things versus my mother's come to town years ago, and my room was always messy, always messy. When I started a business, I got more of a neat person because I had to organize things. I was very on top of things until I realized paper pushing was not what I wanted to be doing, but I could hire somebody else to do that for me. But the buildup, it feels like you're in a cave when you have all these things around you. You know, my mother came to visit. She had put something down, and her mother doesn't go there. She was like, "Who are you?" And I said, "Well, in the Feng Shui, this is my wealth and prosperity corner, and so you can't put that there. It goes over here." So if you need some help with some inspiration on why to move things or how to move things, you might want to consult a Feng Shui expert or just look at your space. And when you walk in the room, how does it feel? If it feels depressing and you always leave, you may want to clean and purge and move and get rid of things. All right, well, how does this affect you? Well, it affects your energy. How many of you have watched Hoarders on TV?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, right, I can't watch it either. It was on when I was home last time, and I said, "Oh, Hoarders is on, Mom. Should we watch it?" So that drags your energy down. Right? So if you feel unmotivated, like, "Oh, I have no energy," look at your space. Does it need to be cleaned out? Do you need to throw stuff away? Literally, if you don't want to deal with it, then buy a storage unit and stick it all in the storage unit. And I know that might not sound like economical, but really it's the fastest way to get rid of it without throwing it away. And then once you have more energy, then you can go deal with it. Or you can hire buying time to deal with it. There's many companies out there that can help you with this. All right, so clean the slate. There's other cleaning the slate actions in the book, but we don't have time to spend on that. So step 2 is sexual fitness. Sexual fitness. Now, there's 3 sections to sexual fitness as well, and the first one's pretty obvious. Sex is physical. Yes? Okay. And so just like training for a sport, there are things, so your exercise routine doesn't necessarily help you in your bedroom routines, okay, because you're not doing the same motions. So, but there are other exercises that you can do to help your bedroom routines, and those are outlined in the book. Okay. Now, there are other aspects of sexual fitness is your relationship with your sexuality and your relationship with your femininity. So we all have a percentage of feminine and a percentage of masculine.